Felipe Martinez. I am with the Down Syndrome Coalition for El Paso for the past 7.5 years. I'm a board member. I think now I've transitioned into a brand ambassador more so than anything. But it's my passion is to help people and families that have Down syndrome.
And tell me about the coalition. What is their purpose?
So the purpose of the Down Syndrome Coalition is to help families transition from receiving the diagnosis upon birth. We are there through a medical committee. We're like a 911 service. We go to the hospital, reach out to them, we bring them all sorts of swag that we have, but we also, more importantly, talk to them about how life is going to change. It's going to be hard, but not impossible. And then there's a big group of people that are there to support them, upon birth or any age, really.
How big of a group are you able to help?
By the fact is that El Paso has the largest amount of births with children that have Down syndrome in the state of Texas. To put a number on it, there's really no number, but we service El Paso, Juarez, Las Cruces, Deming, Carlsbad, because we do have the children's hospital. So anything that is critical care, we receive. And Providence also has a children's hospital, so we serve from babies all the way. I think our oldest is 56 right now that I can think of.
And tell me about how you got involved with this.
I have a daughter. My daughter is 7 years old, and she was brought into this world unexpectedly. We were high risk with our twins, and when we received the diagnosis of Down syndrome, it was nothing that we planned for. We didn't have any type of blood test or amniocentesis or anything. We experienced a difficult birthing with the twins, so we just assumed we were back to square one. But it was just one baby. We were okay, and she was born with Down syndrome. And at the time, we went to Dallas, where big cities are used to doing that. It's second nature because they have clinics, they have a support system. And what I told my wife is we need to do something like this in El Paso, and I don't take any of the credit for what's happened, but I've been the mouth because I'm not afraid to talk to anybody as far as relating or contacting each other or working together more so than just taking money from them. It's a partnership that we've been able to build with big organizations that have allowed us to provide the resources that we have.
So if anybody out there wants to be of help, how would they get a hold of you and how can they help?
Yeah, so the easiest way is our website, dscep.org. It's Down Syndrome Coalition El Paso.org, or call my number, 915-241-1040. And we are always open, not open for business, but open for suggestions. We welcome ideas, welcome parents, welcome partnerships such as the Special Olympics. Our children, we don't try to hoard them and keep them from the community. What we're trying to do is figure out what else the community has to offer so that the coalition doesn't have to reinvent the wheel. We just tag along and join people, like I said, like Special Olympics that are already, been there, done that. So, we just like to grow the support system.
And of the time you've been involved and the people you've been able to help, what has been some of the most memorable experiences?
By far is meeting parents at the hospital. Because for me, when my daughter was born, I didn't have family there. It was it was my father-in-law and a good friend of mine. So I had difficulty expressing my feelings. I had a hard time even crying because I felt like I had to be tough for my family. And now I take pride in saying when I go to the hospital, when I meet parents kind of at the lowest point, they're lost emotionally, they don't know what's going on. They don't even know what Down syndrome means half the time. And I'm there for them. And a lot of times we cry together. So that by far, that's changed my life. My daughter too, but far more gaining the trust of our parents, knowing that they know that there is a place for them now.
How long has the coalition been around now?
So the coalition has been around for 5 years. It took us. I've been around 8, but it took us a long time to become official. We are now a supporting organization of the El Paso Community Foundation, which we take great pride in because they're our mama company. And if you know anything about Viva El Paso and all the other children's museum, all the events that they do and put on, that's done right, and that's exactly what we as a group wanted people to see when they saw our logo. You know, when they see it was always my vision, and when they see the logo, it's like you see FedEx or UPS, you know that they're going to deliver on time, and that's exactly what I want people to know, is that when they see the logo, that we're going to deliver exactly what they expect of us.
Brother, any last words before we let you go?
I encourage, always encourage and challenge everybody. If you have a passion, if you have a dream, don't hold back. Go for it. Maybe not with the coalition. Maybe not even Down syndrome. Could be autism. Could be building your dream car. Because life is short. And I always challenge people, if they have an idea, let's get together and work on it and make it happen.
I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate being here.